Okay. So today we are going to learn about a new concept called exceptions. As of now, everyone's saying like exceptions might be a warning, exceptions might be an error. So few people has the different opinions. Let's see what it would be. For example, this is the cars. So if I say here, zero, 3. For example, I'm running this one. So what could be the output? It will print the cars of 0 value and it gives this. It will execute the line number 53, right? If I run this program. Yes. Okay, let's see. So it got the Volvo and this is my exception. That is what the result, right? Yes. Now, for example, I say 5. So 0, 1, 2, and 3. But I given as a 5. So the people are saying as a warning means it will execute this line. It will say like array index out of bound and it should execute this line. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you see this one. So the next line, it is not executed. It stopped. If you see here, it stopped. It says index out of bound for length 4. For length 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The length of this array is 4.
Yes.
But it says index out of bound. For example, if I give as a 3. So I got it, right?
Yes.
So it executed everything. But if I came out of that, it says, index 4 out of bound for length 4.
Yes.
Get it? So
yes.
Mean it come here and it see like cars are 4. It checked here. Is there any fourth element available? It is not there. Then automatically the exception is raised and stop the execution. Okay. That means it is a one type of error. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now we see the errors. How many different types are there? Now, for example, if you see, if I am not able to give this semicolon, what is this type of error?
Compile time error.
This is a compile time error. So now, what is the difference for this and for this? Cards are 4 and this one.
I think that is a runtime error. The cards are 4.
Okay.
And if I didn't give the semicolon, that is a compile time.
Okay. Why it says as a runtime? Why it is saying?
It shows the error in before the running, before
the execution.
Yes, before the execution.
Okay. Why it is saying as a runtime and why it is saying as a compile time?
While compiling, the error is there. Therefore, it is while writing the code. Whereas when you run it, you have an error. That's why you say that.
Runtime, yes.
Okay. But why it doesn't identify it earlier like a compile time?
Because there is a mistake in code.
There is a mistake in the code?
if there is a mistake in the code, it will
It will show compile time error.
yes.
Okay.
But there is practically no mistake in the code. We just have we didn't have sufficient element in this array. So there is no mistake in the code, but it can't just run. So that is why
But why not?
runtime.
It is a mistake only, right? 4 is not available. It's a mistake, right?
But only during execution it will
Like it is grammatically correct, but just not there.
So it is grammatically correct, but meaning wise it is wrong.
Yes.
Is that so?
Yeah, exactly.
Correct?
Yes.
Oh my God. Wow.
It is syntactically correct.
Syntactically correct. Yes. Okay. I mean, the way you are understanding it is perfectly fine. But the point here is, what is the difference between the compile time and runtime? Means when you see this compile time, means, for example, I have removed here. So the compiler will see the program, right? The compiler, we already learned about a compiler earlier, right? The compiler means it will scan the program and it see is there any syntax problems was there or not, right?
Yes.
So you know about the interpreter and compiler, right? Basically, that is the C program has an interpreter, and all the object-related concepts will programming will have the compilers, right?
Yes.
The compilers will compile whole program into the dot class file. Dot class file means it's a machine understandable language, right?
Yes.
Okay. So while converting this one to machine understandable, it identify like, there is something is wrong here. So then automatically it says the red mark it is showing here is, boss, there is something wrong. Now, until you correct this one, I will not run my program. That's what it says. If you did not correct this one, I will not run the program at all. For example, we'll see. So it says compilation problem. Unresolved compilation problem. Syntax error. I will not run at all. Anything, whatever you do, I will not run. Even if you give everything, like, for example, 3 I given, and I will take this one and I will add it here. Okay. So if I give everything, even though it will not at all running you a single line also, right? Because you made some mistake. Until you correct this mistake, I cannot able to take it to the next level. So that is what it is saying. So this is called a compiler problem, right? Compilation issue.
Yes.
Get it?
Yes.
Okay. Now I correct it. Now everything is good. Whatever the program it is there, the compiler is satisfied. Okay, I can able to convert this one into the dot class file, which is machine understandable. So let them run. But how does compiler knows is this guy is going to be access only whatever the values are there here, or he will access something else extra? We never know, right?
Yes.
The compiler doesn't know that until unless he runs. Correct?
Yes.
So until unless he asks, I want this one, then only you will come to know this object is available or not. Until then, everything is good, it's good to them, right?
Yes.
So that is why at the time of runtime, they will say this is not available. So for this runtime errors is called exception. Okay. So basically, we will say this guy is so much exception so that he can do anything. That's what we say, right? We use this exception word in our day-to-day life, saying that, so for all the political party leaders, they have exception in the traffics, right?
Yes.
So it is not like a normal person. If the political CM comes means, so there is an exception in the traffic, so he can go without light at all, right?
Yeah.
So that means like apart from the regular, he has something special. That is what the exception means in our day-to-day life. Correct?
Yes.
So in the same way, the similar way, but in the flip side, I mean, it is in the negative side basically. So all the program is correct, but whatever you're asking, it is not available when you are running. So that is why I say, like, it is not an error to me. It is a runtime error. While I'm running my program, there is something is happening. So that is called runtime error. That is called an exception. Okay?
Okay.
It clear?
Yes.
Okay. Any question on what is an exception? Any question on what is it? We discussed about only what is an exception. After that, we will see how many types of exceptions are there, what are the things are there inside. We'll go a little bit deeper. Okay. Any questions on the exception?
No, I guess.
No.
Team A, good.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Team B,
Yes, sir.
Team C, good.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Team D, good.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Okay, now, so we already seen what is an exception. Now, we'll see the exception, how we are gonna be do it, how we are gonna be handle it. So now, what is the problem happen? If there is any exception is happen here, the below lines are not at all executing. Even though below lines are correct, it is not executing, right?
Yes.
So for example, if you see here, so if I say like this, so it says, it came, this line is hello came, and this is executed, and this is executed, but after that, everything stops. Even though rest of the lines are good, but because of this guy, all the people are out. Okay. Means all the lines are not at all executing because of this line. Correct?
Yes.
Now, what is this? Is this justifiable? No, right? So because what is wrong with these lines? These lines are good, right? If this guy does a mistake, only this guy has to be get a punishment. Why other lines has to get a punishment? No, right? Further, what is the way to handle this type of exception is we have to have a different ways to handle. That is called try and catch block. Means try. So this is the way you will write the whatever the code you want, and you think in this block you may get exception. You may means might or might not be. And catch, I'll say exception. Okay. We'll go each and every word, then we'll understand. So you think here my exception might come, you will catch it and execute other lines. Whatever the lines below is there, you can execute here. For example, if you see here, this is not first line. So I thought you feel this might be cause the exception, right? This is the line might cause the exception, right?
Yes.
So your whatever the code you want to write and you think that code might cause an exception, you can write into the try block. This is your try. If anything is wrong here, catch that exception and report it and say that, say that this is exception is occurred, please handle it. Okay, now after that, whatever the lines below is there, it will execute. So because this does not make any mistake, right? These lines,
No.
number line 60 and 61. So
No.
it will not punish it. If there is any problem is happened on 53, so it gets the punishment and then rest of the lines it has to execute, right? Correct. Let's see.
Why is there an exception E? What that?
We'll go to the one by one. We'll go one by one. Just understand now there is a try, and if there is any exception is happened in between these lines, from starting from the try block to ending of the try block, any line it is exception is thrown, then catch this exception here. Okay, I understand there is some problem happened in this code. Okay, I will report this one. So execute the other line. Okay, that is what it is saying here. So here you have written the try block and here written the catch block.
Catch block.
Now let's see. See, hello. Exception occurred. Sorry. Exception occurred. Please handle it. I'm good. Please execute me. This is my exception example. Everything is work right?
Yes.
There is no where it is saying that stop my program. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes. And if
your
it
program
doesn't
completely executed and there is no place saying that it is stopped here, even though there is something wrong in your program. Correct?
also, if it wasn't anything wrong within the try, then what would be the output?
Yeah, let's see. So this is good, right?
Yes.
Will execute.
Hello, Mazda came. I am good. Please execute me. This is my exception example. So
Okay.
it came here.
It won't
it
goes to catch that. It won't goes
If
to
there
catch.
is no
Not go to catch.
exception there, then it will not go to the catch block. Then it will come here.
Like if else condition.
We can treat something like that, but if else is means if the condition has to be happen,
Yeah.
Yes.
okay,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
it will go to the
Yeah,
if block.
I know.
So we cannot treat like this. But here, if it is successfully execute, then it will not go for catch block. If it is any error, any problem happen in this try block,
Then only it
go
will
to the
catch.
catch block.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is why it is a try and catch. Get it?
Yes.
Now this is called exception handling. What I did, I handled some type of a problem here. So it is exception handling, right?
Yes.
Correct? Okay. Now we'll go a little bit deeper now. Any questions as of now in the try and catch?
No.
No, sir.
Everyone is good?
Yes.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we'll go a little bit further. So I know there is a try block would be there for the code which I think there might be a exception could rise, so that I've written in the try block. So, and then there is a catch block where to handle the exception. Now the point here is where I have written what is this exception. So this is a class. Okay. This exception means any type of exception, it can be handled. Any type of exception. Okay. What is this, Moulali? You are saying there is an exception means one thing. What is means any type? Okay. Now, for example, so we know already array index out of bound, right?
Yes.
This is one we already know. Now there is one more thing is there. 1 divided by 0. Is it correct?
No. Undefined.
It is undefined. But as per the numbers, if you write it into the programming, is it anything wrong?
No.
So as per the number, it is correct. So if you see that to the compiler, this is correct. Correct or not?
Yes.
Yes.
For example, integer a equal to 10, integer b equal to 0. Okay. Integer c equal to a divided by b. Is there anything wrong here?
No.
No.
Nothing wrong, right? It's because it is clearly understand you want to do the a by b. Okay. But what happened? There is a mathematically it is wrong. Right?
Yes.
But how does compiler know about it? Compiler knows only the number. 10 by 0 you want, 10 by 2 you want, 10 by 5 you want. I will do that. But when you run, then only you will understand there is something wrong over there. Correct?
Yes.
So it is arithmetically problem, right? So
Arithmetic
this
problem.
type of is problem called arithmetic exception. Okay. Now, for example, you have this file into this location. Okay.
Okay.
So when you are trying to read this file, for example, take this document. You are reading this document through the program. So you are thinking like in this location, this file is available. But what it happened, at some point of time, someone is removed this file. Okay. So is there any problem in that? How do we know the compiler is the file is available or not? If it is run only, then it is available, right?
Yes.
So there is a one type of exception is called file not found exception.
Okay.
Okay, like that, there are n number of exceptions are there. That is syntactically, when you see the compiler, it will understand, okay, everything is good to me. But when you try to run your program, it will understand like, okay, this is not possible. This is something wrong. Okay. So at that time, it will say, boss, there is something error here. So stop the execution. So when it should not stop the execution, you need to handle those type of exceptions. It's called exception handling. That's what we are doing. So we have seen there are different types of exceptions. One is array index out of bound, arithmetic exception, file not found, like a lot of exceptions are there. Okay. Now, for all these exceptions, there is a super class. Is called throwable. Throwable is a class which is a super class for exception. For example, if you go here, exception extends throwable. Throwable is a super class, correct?
Yes.
So implement serializable. Serializable means it is an interface. But the super class of all the exception is throwable. Okay.
Okay.
Get it? That means
like a hierarchy.
Like a hierarchy, you can say that. Okay. So if you see this in the exception, you can see you can able to handle any type of exception. For example, there is a exception type which we already know, array index out of bound exception. So array index out of bound exception extends index out of bound exception. If you see this one, this is runtime exception. If you go here, this extends the exception, right?
Okay.
So if you have an exception means all these things you can able to handle, right? Anything it will handle, right? Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. For example, there is one more thing. Arithmetic exception. When you go here, it is extends the runtime exception. When you go here, runtime exception extends exception. So superclass of this runtime exception is exception.
Exception.
So then superclass of the exception is throwable.
Throwable.
Okay. So now do you understand the hierarchy?
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you have the exception means you can handle any type of exception. For example, I want to handle clearly a array index out of bound exception only. Okay. Think like you might get only array index out of bound in your program. So you want to handle only array index out of bound exception. Say that here. For example, I'm running this program. Now I know. So there is nothing, no exception here. If I introduce here, if I'm accessing the extra element which is not available. So you say array index out of bound exception occurred. This is the message it printed. Okay.
Yes.
Now, for example, see. I'm introducing here two exceptions. One is array index out of bound, another one is arithmetic exception. But what I'm handling here, only array index out of bound exception. What will happen, we'll see now. What do you think? It will able to handle?
It will not handle the arithmetic operation.
Why?
Because here we are giving only array only, right? Exception.
Okay, then what will happen?
I think it stops.
Choose.
What will happen? What do you think so?
It will show array index out of bound exception occurred.
It shows array index out of bound. Even though its arithmetic exception is occurred, you think it will go to the array index out of bound exception, right?
Yeah.
Who is this? This is Indira?
No, it's me, Poulamita.
Poulamita?
Yeah.
Okay. How about others? How about others?
It
Manjunath?
shows an error. I think.
It will not print that array index out of bound.
It will not go array index out of bound. Then what will happen?
It won't catch the exception, but it will display the other. I am good. Please execute me.
This thing will execute.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. How about others? Manjunath is saying it will not come here, but even though it will execute these lines, even though there is an exception which is not handled over there. How about others? What do you think?
I think it will show errors.
It will not execute.
I think it will print the cache block.
It will not execute. That means like you're not able to run the program.
It will not print the 70 and 71 lines. It will not go there, I think.
What was it?
It will not print the 70 and 71 lines.
It will not print the 70 and 71. What will happen then? So it will print the 67th line?
No.
I think there will be an overall error on the console, like the first one.
Nothing is executed.
Yeah. It shows
Nothing
an
will execute?
arithmetic exception, I think.
What was that, Indra?
It will show an error like arithmetic exception.
It will show an error.
Yes.
That means you will execute the 70 and 71?
No.
Okay. What others thinking? So someone is saying like, we'll go and get this one. Saying like, we'll get this, execute this one. And someone is saying this will not at all happen anything. Come on. What others thinking about it? How about others? Sai Shri, Vignesh, Yashashri. I mean, it's a Radhika. No. Who's this? Ashi? Rekha. Rekha? What do you think? What do you think, Rekha?
So,
What was it? Rekha, are you saying something?
no.
Okay, what do you think, like, what will happen now? Sorry, Rekha, I'm not able to hear you. Just tell me, Rekha.
No, sir. I can't.
What is no? What will happen? Did you understand or not? Rekha, did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now tell me what will happen then.
Please.
Huh? Means what will happen, Rekha? Who is this Nivya here?
Yeah, my other name Nageshwari. My other name is Nivya, so I think so.
Who is this?
Nageshwari.
Nageshwari. Okay. Guys, please don't change your names. I will confuse you, okay? Okay, please go ahead. Rekha, did you understand the exception concept?
Yes, sir, but
Are you following?
yes, sir.
Okay, now tell me what will happen. What could be the output?
It's 10.
Huh?
It's 10 increases, sir.
What is that?
Okay. Sorry.
Did you understand? Or it is little bit difficult for you to understand?
Yes, sir.
What? I mean, if you did not understand, you can stop me, Rekha. So you can say like, Moulali, I did not understand. Can you please tell me once again so that we'll repeat it, right? Why you would be so blank on this?
Okay.
I mean, did you understand or not?
Can you explain, sir?
Okay, you did not understand the exception concept at all?
Not totally, sir, but I understand.
I mean, guys, for everyone, like, if you did not understand whatever the lines where I was saying, you can stop me there itself. Okay, there's no hesitation over there. So you should not wait until your team meets and then you can ask them and get a clarify. Better you can stop here itself so that I can give you a better example, right? Correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Rekha, do you want me to go again?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 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 Do you understand what is the difference between the compile time error and the runtime error? I mean, Rekha?
Sir.
Did you understand what is a compile time error and runtime error?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. See. Then where do you getting the doubt? Like, you're getting the doubt in this place, or you did not understand. Where did you stop, and where did you not able to connect the dot?
I think there are two exceptions at the same time. That is why it is making the confusion.
If you understand,
Okay.
That's not
okay. Let me explain you once again. Okay, guys. See, right now we are addressing only one exception here: array index out of bound exception. Correct?
Yes.
So
Yes.
I told you, like, there are many types of exceptions are there, but we are addressing here only one type of exception. But there is a one more exception I am introducing here, is called arithmetic exception.
Arithmetic.
Correct? So this arithmetic exception I am not addressing here. I am addressing only the array index out of bound exception, right? So now we'll see like what will happen. You can just see, Rekha, like, if you after this you did not understand, then we'll go ahead again. Did you see?
So
So that means, boss, you are saying to handle only array index out of bound. That is, I will handle. If you give me something else, how should I understand that? How should I handle that? Okay. So if I say like exception, means this person can handle anything, any type of a problem, he can handle. Okay. Now, for example, if we say here, we got it, right? Whatever the things are there, it handle, it came out.
Yes.
Correct? So now I have a question here. Who will give the answer? Let's see. Okay. Rekha, are you clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. We'll see. Sai Shri.
yes, sir.
Now I have a arithmetic exception. I have a array index out of bound exception.
Right.
Now, at the line number 57, there is a arithmetic exception might occur. Okay.
Right.
So what it could be an output.
This is after next.
This is the first
So,
line. Right?
sir, yeah.
Okay, next, what will happen? Here the exception will rise. What will happen next lines?
So your output will be hello, and then that error that comes, that the exception error, and
This
then
one?
no, this is after the exception, that one.
This one will come?
This was after the exception. That means after the
Okay, you think
arithmetic,
like this?
arithmetic one will not get done, sir. Then after the exception, that means
No, Saishri, this will print?
yes.
Okay, and?
String cannot print.
Not sure, sir.
No, just think. I am also not sure. Just think. Okay, now tell me, what will happen? What is the output?
Hello, after
Okay.
which arithmetic expression This is after the arithmetic expression. That will also come.
Okay.
Hello, this is after the arithmetic exception. Then then you'll get your car Mazda. That is the car.
No, here is cars of 4. 0, 1, 2, 3 only. 4 is not there.
Yeah, right. So that will not come. That is a runtime error.
This is also runtime error only, right, Sai Shri? 57. Then
57 or 55 is runtime error, Moulali.
Sorry. 55. My bad. 55.
Not
Okay,
sure.
go ahead. Just as a think. What do you think? That's it. So it is, you might be correct or not, but you can just understand the flow. Okay, this might happen. This could execute and this could be the printing.
So it will say there is an error. It will throw an error at 61 also.
It will throw an error at 61. Okay.
And at 63,
it will print
index out of bound exception. Yeah.
So you mean to say like it will go hello, this line and this line and
63.
this line and these lines, right?
Yeah.
So you mean to say like all the system.out.println would print?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Leela Prasad.
No.
What would be the output?
Actually, it's print hello. Then it comes to the line number 67 and it shows the both the exceptions, array arithmetic out of bound and array out of bound. Then it prints the line number 68. Then it prints the 71 and 72.
So you mean to say 49, 68, 71, 72. That's it.
Yes.
Okay, in between nothing.
In between.
Okay. Right. Let's see. Polomita.
Yes.
What would be the output?
49th number lines, then 68 number line, then 71, 72.
You will go with Leela Prasad then, right?
Yeah.
Monica.
Sir,
what would be the output?
Sir, I think it will print hello and then there will be error saying it's arithmetic exception. And it will go to catch and also print it.
Okay. Do you think like line number 58, line number 63 would print?
No.
No. So you are with the same Leela Prasad.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see.
Sir, it will print only. I am good. Please execute me. This is my first exemption example, I think.
What is that?
It's out. It's print out. I am good. Please execute me. This is my first exemption example. That's it, sir.
I mean, you're telling output, Rekha?
Yes, sir.
I mean, which output you are saying? I did not understand, Rekha. Sorry, like your voice is not clear to me.
She's saying line number 71 and 72.
Okay, so Rekha, you are saying like this will execute?
Yeah, that's what you're saying, sir.
Okay, how about the line number 49? It will not come line number 49?
No, sir. Its exception will be. No, sir. Line number 49 will not come. This only come with the 71, 72.
So you mean to say only these two lines? It will not come 49 at all?
Yes, sir.
Rekha, like this line number 49 is above the try block. That exception is happening inside the try block.
Okay.
So what do you think so? the exception is handling inside the try block, not above the try block, right?
Okay, okay.
So that means like this will execute or not?
Execute.
This will execute, right?
Yes.
So this will execute means you will get the hello, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you mean to say line number 49 and line number 72 and 73?
73.
So you mean to say like line number 69 would not come?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Indira, what do you think?
Sir, I think it will print 49 and 59 also. 59, 60.
49, 59, 64.
Yeah,
right?
72. Yes, sir.
So you mean to say 49, 59, 64 and?
Yeah, 69 also. 72,
69 and
73.
72 and 73, everything. All the prints it will print, right?
Yes.
So that was Sai Shri said, right?
Yes.
So
Okay.
that was
Yeah. Okay. Manjunath, what do you think?
So it will print hello, and it will go to the try block. It will assign 10 to A, it will assign 0 to B. And the 59, it throws an exception and it will come to catch block. It will print array index out of bound exception occurred. And then 72, 73.
So you mean to say like 49, 69, 72, 73?
Yeah.
Okay. Lavanya, what do you think?
I think 49 and 59, 64, 72, 73 will give the output. They will
all the system.out.println it would print.
Yeah.
Okay. Saurabh, what do you think?
I also think all the lines like 49, 59, 63, 69 and 72, 73, all the lines.
So you are with the Sai Shri team then, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, very good. Harsha, what do you think?
Yes,
Come on,
sir,
execute the program in the mind directly. Execute. Don't ask the program to execute in the compiler. Execute in the mind. Come on. Harsha.
Sir.
What do you think?
First, it will print hello. And it will go to the catch block. And
it will go to the catch block directly?
Yes.
And it will not go to the try block at all?
Yes, it goes, but prints catch block.
Okay.
Then 72 and 72.
So it will come hello and this one and this one.
Yes.
So you are with Leela Prasad.
No.
Sorry, you are with the Kolamita.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And who is missing then? Vignesh. Vignesh? Are you there? Okay, guys. Monica, we have covered you, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, fine. So I believe Karan.
Sir.
What do you think?
I think the 49, 68 and 72, 73.
49,
68, 69, 72, 73.
72, 73. Okay, let's see. So, come on, guys.
Yes.
Come on, guys. Who is telling all the lines will print? What happened? See, the simple thing. When it comes here, it is execute. When he sees on the line number 56, the exception, it occurred.
Yes.
then automatically once the exception occurred, what will happen? It will not execute any lines in the try block.
Yes.
It will execute after the try block. Means these lines.
Yes.
So immediately when this exception occurred, immediately, sorry, line number 56 exception occurred, immediately it will come here and it will print whatever the things are there, then go on. It will skip all the steps.
Oh, oops.
Get it?
Yes.
Understand?
Yes.
Yes or no? Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now we'll see one more variation. So, Moulali, like you say, this is a arithmetic exception happened, but what I was thinking in the exception, array index out of bound occurred. So that's why I given like array index out of bound. But the error, it is giving something wrong, right? Correct? The exception occurred is a arithmetic exception, but it is a generic one where everything is handled. But whatever the I expected and I given the message is something wrong here.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Do I need to understand the exception is a arithmetic exception or the exception is a array index out of bound exception? I don't know exactly, right?
Yes.
So for that, what is this, Moulali? There is a confusion if I give a generic. So I will give specifically, I will give. That means
if I only give yes exceptions,
and I will give one more catch block
For arithmetic exception.
Okay. Let's see now what will happen. So if it is arithmetic exception occurred means arithmetic exception occurred. If it is array index out of bound exception means it will go here. Okay. So you can able to write one try block, multiple catch blocks. Get it?
Okay.
it will only perform the first one and it won't go to anything else.
Go to the console, please.
Yes. Actually, here arithmetic exception occurs, then it won't goes to this one, right? Array out of bound exception. Then how can we do?
In try
It
block,
should be
it
showing both of it.
Yes.
Why isn't it showing?
What is that?
Both of the exceptions are happening in the try block, but it is only executing the first one.
Arithmetic.
Yeah.
Okay, now in the previous example, that's why I shown the previous example.
Yeah.
In the previous example, line number 56 exception seen, then did that execution happen?
No, it did not go there.
Yeah, we know. Then what is
so there is no execution happen from the line number 57 to 64, right?
Yes. It will directly jump to catch.
It directly jump from here to catch. Which type of catch it is? This exception is
Arithmetic.
So
okay.
It will check the arithmetic exception is there. Yes. Then it will go and print here. Then come out.
So if I put 61 and 62 line above the 54th line, then it will show the array out of index, right?
For example, I did not see a arithmetic exception on the line number 57. Now what will happen?
It will go to the next line.
Print this is arithmetic C and line number 57 and 59. Then it shows the exception.
Okay. So let's see. So what do you think, guys? What is the answer here?
After 57, it will continue on. Later, exception will occur.
Later, exception occurs. Then the line number 64 will come.
Yes.
No.
Only the catch statement.
Actually, in 69, exception occurs. Directly jump to catch block.
Yes.
Line number 69 will occur. I mean, show.
69.
Print.
Yes.
So line number 69 will come or line number 72 would come?
69.
69.
69.
Who is telling 69? Who is telling 72?
69.
69.
Is there anyone is telling 72? If anyone says 72, I will give you a chocolate. Guys, understand, you will get the Canada chocolate. I will promise my words, okay? I'll be with my words. So come on, line number 72. Anyone expect?
No.
No, we can't be wrong for a chocolate.
Oh, come on.
We are
guys.
not that greedy. We are not that.
No, see, like I'll send you from Canada. Remember. Okay, I'll take your address and I'll mail it. Come on, anyone is 72? No?
No.
Come on, guys, think about a chocolate. You will miss chocolate.
It's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
That's okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. So you're not at all loving chocolate. Let's see. Okay.
Yes.
Keep the output as a 1. This is after arithmetic exception.
Yes.
Index out of bound. Index out of bound exception come. There is no line number 72.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. So up to now we have seen what is an exception and how do we handle the exception with and we have seen how exception might catch, like, different types of exceptions and how we can able to give a generic exception to catch any type of exception it happen in the try block. After that, we have seen multiple catch blocks specifically identifying with respect to each exception. Like if it is arithmetic exception, there is arithmetic catch block would be there. If there is an array index out of bound exception, there is a separate catch block is there. Like that, you can able to write one try block, multiple catch blocks. So these are the different concepts we have seen right now. Correct?
Okay.
So everything is interlinked. So we did not go something out of sync. Started with the exception and we are joining one dot each, right? And we are extending our line. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah. And we also see how the execution will happen if there is any exception occurred in the try block. Okay.
Okay.
And we have seen what is the major advantage of handling the exception. Correct?
Yes.
So, any questions on this? The whole concept, because this is really, really very important, because without this, we will not write a program. We don't know at what point of time any type of runtime errors will happen. So that's the reason we need to handle in our program. So we will write exceptions 100% in each and every program. Okay.
Is there any way to perform two operations in the try block?
Yes, outside main method.
What do you mean by that?
No, not outside main method. I'm
Inside
saying,
menu.
is there any way to perform two exceptions inside the try method?
Yeah.
See, the point very simple, guys. If one mistake I see, then I will jump. If I see a mistake, I will jump from there. That's it. If I see the mistake,
there is a two exception occurs in try block.
What is it?
Actually, Saurav will ask if there is a two exceptions occurs, then what will I do? Yeah.
That is what I was saying.
Yeah.
If
so I can have another
occurred, it will jump from there.
Yes.
It will not execute any of the line. Then how do you expect there can be a two exceptions occur?
Okay, so I can have another try block with another catch for that.
In the same main method. You want to break the exceptions into two try blocks.
Yes.
See, for
I don't think
example,
it is possible.
For example, you can write one more try block here. If you want, you can write one more try block.
Oh yeah, that is why what I'm asking.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I can put that index inbound exception in this try block. So both will.
It is depends on your program and your requirement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, we will not write it as a standard. For one method, we will write only one exception. Basically, as a standard, but it depends on your requirement. And if it is requirement demands to handle these 2 try blocks, you have to write it. That's it. But there is no rule stopping you saying that you cannot write.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Get it?
Yes, yes.
Okay, fine. Any other question? Any other questions to me? Interesting?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good, very good. See, like this is what we need to understand, how the classes are inheriting, what is the base class. Okay, for example, if I have this base class, what will happen? Okay, any type of exception it can handle.
Yeah.
Okay, so all these things it can be happen. Okay, now tell me one thing. Okay, there is a one thing I have find it here, but I want to ask you this question tomorrow. Suddenly it came. Okay, let's see. Okay, any other questions as of now?
No.
Sure?
Yes.
Team A.
When you put that exception there, why was it showing an error in 68 line?
I don't want to reveal that. That is my question tomorrow.
Okay, okay.
Suddenly I put it, you know, that question
Because we
paper.
are handling in exception only. Why we go to array? I think that's why it's showing an error.
Don't leak the answers, you know. Say that's the answers, everything I will talk about tomorrow. Okay. Either it is correct or wrong. And suddenly the question paper get leaked. But anyway, so let's see who will get the answer about it. Okay.
Okay.
So team A is good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Team B.
Yes, sir.
Everyone.
Yes, sir.
Team C.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Everyone is good.
Yes.
Team D.
Yes.
Some
Nice. Okay, guys. So if you don't have any questions, I'll sign off for today. We'll meet you tomorrow. Okay?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Practice well. Understand the concept.